the power that lives within you right now. In this very moment, you are more powerful than you realize. You are sitting there, perhaps feeling defeated, perhaps feeling like the weight of the world is crushing down on your shoulders. Maybe you've been knocked down so many times that you've forgotten what it feels like to stand tall. Maybe you're questioning whether you have what it takes to keep going. Maybe you're lying in bed at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering if this pain will ever end. Maybe you're scrolling through social media, watching everyone else's highlight reels while you're stuck in what feels like your darkest chapter. But I want you to listen to me carefully, because what I'm about to tell you could change everything. You are not broken. You are not finished. You are not done. You are resilient. And today, right now, we're going to awaken that sleeping giant within you. The universal language of struggle. Every human being on this planet speaks the same language, the language of struggle. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, what country you were born in, how much money your parents had, or what opportunities were handed to you. We all face moments when life knocks us down so hard that we wonder if we'll ever get back up. The CEO of a Fortune 500 company and the single mother working 3 jobs both know what it feels like to question their worth. The professional athlete and the college dropout both understand the taste of failure. The celebrated artist and the struggling dreamer both have moments when they wonder if they're fooling themselves about their potential. This is not weakness. This is humanity. This is the shared experience that connects us all. And in this connection, you'll find your first source of strength. You are not alone in this fight. The truth about falling, let me tell you something that might shock you. Falling is not your enemy. Falling is your teacher. Falling is your sculptor. Falling is the force that carves you into the person you're meant to become. Every single person who has ever achieved anything meaningful in this world has fallen. Every champion, every leader, every person who has made a difference. They've all been exactly where you are right now. When Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, he went home and cried. When Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television news, she felt worthless. When Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no good ideas, he questioned his creative abilities. When J.K. Rowling was a divorced single mother living on welfare, she wrote the first Harry Potter book on napkins because she couldn't afford paper. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't that successful people never fall. The difference is that they understand falling is part of the journey, not the end of it. They know that every fall is data, every failure is feedback, every setback is a setup for a comeback. When a baby learns to walk, they fall thousands of times. Do they give up? Do they decide walking isn't for them? Do they look at their parents and say, "You know what? This walking thing just isn't working out for me"? No, they get up again and again because something inside them knows that walking is their destiny. That same force lives inside you right now. That same unstoppable power that got you to walk, to talk, to survive everything that has tried to break you. It's still there, waiting for you to remember it. Your scars are your superpowers. Look at your life right now. Really look at it. Look at everything you've survived. Every heartbreak that should have destroyed you but didn't. Every failure that should have ended your dreams but couldn't. Every moment when you wanted to quit but found a way to keep going. Every night you cried yourself to sleep but still woke up the next morning ready to try again. Those aren't signs of weakness. Those are proof of your incredible strength. Your scars tell a story. They tell the story of a warrior who has faced battles and lived to tell about it. Every scar is evidence that you are tougher than whatever tried to break you. You are living proof that the human spirit is unbreakable when it decides to be. Think about the Japanese art of kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold. The philosophy behind this beautiful practice is that breakage and repair are part of the history of an object, not something to disguise. The golden cracks don't hide the damage, they celebrate it, making the repaired piece more beautiful and valuable than it was before it was broken. You are kintsugi. Your cracks are filled with gold. Your struggles have made you more beautiful, more valuable, more powerful than you were before they happened. Stop trying to hide your scars. Start celebrating them. They are proof of your resilience. The champions mindset. Champions don't become champions because life is easy for them. Champions become champions because they develop an unshakable belief in their ability to rise after every fall. They understand that resilience isn't about never failing. It's about never staying down. When Muhammad Ali was asked about his secret to success, he didn't talk about his natural talent or his perfect technique. He talked about his ability to get hit and keep fighting. He said, "I've been knocked down, but I always get back up. That's what makes me a champion." That's the champion's mindset. That's resilience in action. Serena Williams lost her first professional tennis match. She lost many more after that. But she never lost her belief in her ability to win. Tom Brady was pick number 199 in the NFL draft. Most people didn't believe in him, but he never stopped believing in himself. Beyoncé was told by record executives that she didn't have the look to make it as a solo artist. But she knew her worth and refused to accept their limitations. You have that same champion inside you. Maybe they've been quiet for a while. Maybe they've been buried under disappointment and doubt. Maybe they've been silenced by the voices of people who couldn't see your potential. But they're still there, waiting for you to call them back to life. The Phoenix Principle. There's an ancient story about a magnificent bird called the phoenix. This bird would live for hundreds of years, and when its time came to an end, it wouldn't simply die. Instead, it would build a nest of precious spices and aromatic wood. Then it would set itself on fire, burning completely to ashes. But here's the miracle: from those ashes, a new phoenix would rise, more beautiful and powerful than before. This is your story. This is everyone's story who has ever achieved something extraordinary. Sometimes we have to burn down completely to rise up renewed. Sometimes we have to lose everything to discover what we're truly made of. Sometimes we have to hit rock bottom to find the solid foundation we need to build something incredible. If you're in the ashes right now, if you feel like everything has burned down around you, remember this: ashes are not the end of your story. Ashes are the beginning of your comeback. From those ashes, you will rise stronger, wiser, more determined than ever before. The fire that burned you down wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to prepare you for your transformation. It was meant to burn away everything that wasn't serving you, everything that was keeping you small, everything that was preventing you from becoming who you're meant to be. The power of getting back up. There's something magical that happens when you get back up after being knocked down. You discover muscles you didn't know you had. You find reserves of strength that surprise even you. You realize that you are capable of so much more than you ever imagined. Every time you rise after a fall, you're not just getting back to where you were, you're becoming stronger than you were before. You're building resilience muscle. You're developing what I call bounce-back power, the ability to not just recover from setbacks, but to use them as launching pads for greater success. Scientists have studied this phenomenon and found that people who overcome significant challenges often experience what's called post-traumatic growth. They don't just return to their previous level of functioning. They actually become stronger, more confident, more capable than they were before the trauma occurred. This means that your current struggle isn't just something to survive. It's something to leverage. It's not just a test to pass. It's a training ground for greatness. It's not just a problem to solve. It's an opportunity to discover powers you never knew you possessed. Your comeback story starts now. I want you to understand something crucial. Your current situation is not your final destination. Where you are right now is just a chapter in your story, not the ending. The most incredible comebacks always come after the most devastating setbacks. Robert Downey Jr. was arrested multiple times for drug-related charges and called unemployable by Hollywood. Today, he's one of the highest-paid actors in the world. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he co-founded. He came back to turn it into the most valuable company on earth. Colonel Sanders was 62 years old when he started KFC, after failing at multiple businesses and living on Social Security. Think about it. The most inspiring movies, the most powerful books, the most moving stories, they all follow the same pattern. The hero faces impossible odds, gets knocked down, seems defeated, and then in the moment when all hope seems lost, they find a way to rise up and win. You are the hero of your own story. This is your movie. This is your comeback moment. This is the part where everything changes, where you discover what you're really made of, where you prove to yourself and the world that you are unstoppable. The resilience formula. Resilience isn't some mysterious quality that only certain people possess. It's not a genetic gift that you either have or you don't. It's a skill that can be developed, a muscle that can be strengthened, a power that can be awakened in anyone who decides they want it. Here's the formula. Acceptance plus action plus persistence plus purpose equals unbreakable resilience. First, you must accept where you are. Not surrender to it, not give up, not wave the white flag, but acknowledge your current reality. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. Accept that you've been knocked down. Accept that it hurts. Accept that it's hard. Accept that it's not fair. But also accept that this is temporary. Accept that you have the power to change it. Accept that your current chapter is not your final chapter. Second, you must take action. Even if it's small. Even if it's imperfect. Even if you don't feel ready. Even if you can't see the full staircase. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates miracles. You don't have to take giant leaps. Sometimes the smallest step forward is the most courageous thing you can do. Sometimes showing up is enough. Sometimes just trying again is everything. Third, you must persist. Not just when you feel like it. Not just when it's convenient. Not just when you can see the finish line. You must persist, especially when it's dark. Especially when it's hard. Especially when every voice in your head is telling you to quit. Persistence is what separates the dreamers from the achievers, the wishers from the winners, the talkers from the doers. Fourth, you must connect with your purpose. Your why. Your reason for getting back up. When you know why you're fighting, you'll find a way to win. When you're clear on what matters most to you, you'll find the strength to keep going when everything else fails. The voice inside your head right now. There are two voices competing for your attention. One voice is telling you that you're not strong enough, not smart enough, not worthy enough to overcome this challenge. This voice wants you to stay down, to play it safe, to accept defeat. This voice whispers lies about your limitations, your past failures, your inadequacies. This voice wants you to believe that this time is different, that this challenge is too big, that you should just give up and accept mediocrity. But there's another voice, quieter perhaps, but infinitely more powerful. This voice is reminding you of every obstacle you've already overcome. This voice is whispering about the dreams that still burn inside your heart. This voice is telling you that your story isn't over yet. This voice knows your true strength, your real potential, your unlimited capacity for growth and achievement. Which voice will you listen to? The choice is yours, and it's the most important choice you'll ever make. That choice will determine not just what happens next, but who you become next. Your why is your power when you're lying on the ground, wondering if you have the strength to get back up. Remember your why. Remember the people who are counting on you. Remember the dreams that are waiting for you. Remember the person you promised yourself you would become. Remember the problems you're meant to solve, the lives you're meant to touch, the difference you're meant to make. Maybe your why is your children, and you want to show them what it looks like to never give up. Maybe your why is your parents, and you want to make them proud after all they've sacrificed for you. Maybe your why is a cause you believe in, and you know the world needs what you have to offer. Maybe your why is the person you see in the mirror, and you're tired of letting yourself down. Your why is your fuel. Your why is your strength. Your why is what will pull you up when your muscles fail and your mind wants to quit. Connect with your why, and you'll find power you never knew existed. Your why is bigger than your fear, stronger than your doubt, more powerful than any obstacle standing in your way. The ripple effect of resilience. When you choose to rise after falling, you're not just changing your own life. You're changing the lives of everyone who is watching you. Your children, your family, your friends, your coworkers, even strangers who hear your story. They're all learning from your example. They're discovering what's possible by watching what you do next. Your resilience gives others permission to be resilient. Your comeback becomes their inspiration. Your refusal to stay down becomes their strength to get back up. You have no idea how many lives you could change by simply choosing to rise. You have no idea how many people are waiting to see if you'll give up or if you'll show them what it looks like to fight back. There's someone out there right now who needs to see your comeback. There's someone who's on the verge of giving up, and your story of resilience could be exactly what they need to keep going. Your victory isn't just about you. It's about everyone who will be inspired by your example. The momentum of moving forward. Here's something incredible about resilience. It builds on itself. The first time you get back up after being knocked down, it's the hardest. Your legs feel weak, your confidence is shattered, your spirit is broken. But you do it anyway. The second time, it's a little easier. You remember that you've done this before. The third time, you start to believe in yourself. And by the time you've done it enough times, you develop an unshakable confidence that no matter what happens, no matter how hard you fall, you'll find a way to rise. Every time you choose resilience over surrender, you're making the next choice easier. You're building momentum. You're creating an unstoppable force that will carry you through any storm. You're becoming the kind of person who doesn't just survive challenges, or you thrive because of them. Your future self is calling. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself 5 years from now. You've overcome this challenge. You've risen from this fall. You've built something beautiful from the ashes of your current situation. You're living the life you've always dreamed of, doing work that matters, surrounded by people who love and respect you. That future version of yourself is looking back at this moment, at this exact moment when you had to choose between staying down and getting back up. What is that future self telling you? What advice would they give you? What would they want you to know about the power that lives inside you right now? They're telling you that this moment, this painful, difficult, seemingly impossible moment, was the turning point. This was when everything changed. This was when you stopped being a victim of your circumstances and became the architect of your destiny. This was when you discovered that you are unbreakable. Listen to that voice. Trust that voice. That voice knows something you're still learning. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of your greatest chapter. The time is now. You've been down long enough. You've felt sorry for yourself long enough. You've let fear and doubt rent space in your head long enough. It's time to evict them. It's time to reclaim your power. It's time to remember who you really are. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the architect of your comeback. You are not defined by how many times you fall. You are defined by how many times you get back up. You are not limited by your past. You are empowered by your potential. The world doesn't need another person who gives up when things get tough. The world needs you, the real you, the resilient you, the unstoppable you. The world needs your unique gifts, your perspective, your contribution. But you can't give what you came here to give if you stay down. Your resilience awaits this moment right here. This is your moment of choice. You can choose to believe that you're finished, that you don't have what it takes, that this challenge is too big for you. Or you can choose to believe that you are resilient, that you are strong, that you are capable of rising after every fall. This choice will determine not just what happens next, but who you become next. This choice will echo through every day of your life from now on. This choice is the difference between existing and truly living, between surviving and thriving, between giving up and rising up. Get up, not because it's easy, not because you feel ready, not because you can see the entire path ahead. Get up because that's what resilient people do. Get up because your dreams are worth fighting for. Get up because the person you're meant to become is waiting for you to rise. Get up because you are stronger than you think, braver than you feel, and more capable than you know. Get up because your story isn't over. Your comeback is just beginning. The fall is over. The rise begins now. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your chance to show the world and yourself what you're truly made of. Rise, warrior. Rise, champion. Rise because that's who you are. Your resilience is calling. Will you answer?